Romel Rio. Well, full name is Romel Marvin Rio, but you can call me Romel. I work as an executive producer. I produce the morning newscast for One News. Yeah, we are on Signal. The challenges that I experience every day would be first, finishing the rundown. As an executive producer, part of my job is to make sure that I cover all the essential parts of a story and to cover as much as possible all the relevant stories, especially those that my viewers are very much concerned about. So the morning newscast is pretty short. So the gatekeeping process there is very strict, I suppose, because we have to fit in everything for just a few in just a few minutes. So what we do is we try to gatekeep everything properly and to make sure that we get all the relevant sides of the story. Because part of my job is to also make sure that we stay objective. That's part of our job as journalists in general. So we have to make sure that objectivity is part of our gatekeeping process. Second, I have to make sure that my team is working efficiently. So I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with how it works in the broadcast newsroom, but we are actually divided into several subgroups. Like we have the production team, the editorial team, and so on and so forth. The technical team. So the team that I take a close look on is the editorial team, because that pretty much that team is what's pretty much concerned with the content. So content-wise, I have to make sure that everything's going on, or everything is covered, and process-wise, I have to make sure that my team is working efficiently. Also, part of the process, or part of the challenges that I experience as an executive producer, is to make sure that I maintain a certain level of engagement with my viewers. So it's pretty easier now as compared to perhaps a decade ago, wherein live streaming is not yet being utilized. Right now, we are simulcast on Facebook and also our website. So it's easier for us to track how our viewers respond. However, one thing that an executive producer has to keep in mind is viewers in the broadcast platform is different from online. Is different from online viewers. So we have to still maintain a certain level of vigilance when it comes to behaviors of online viewers, like trolling and the like. So yeah, there are a lot of things that an executive producer needs to work on every single day, but that's just a few of the basics.
So yung mga bad comments din po, parang araw-araw niya rin silang na-encounter pag binabasa kayo sa online?
Well, one, if I choose to look at the comment section, and actually I do look at the comment section, because you have to assess your show, your newscast, so that if you have encountered any problem, or was there any bad call when it comes to the editorial judgment or the like, the following day or the following airing, you could put up a better show.
Jovi Francisco of formerly of TV5 and ANC. I'm now with One News Signal TV. Actually, yung TV5 at saka yung One News ay from the same company, MVP group of companies, pero different entity na. So, nung bumalik ako after ANC sa TV5, dito na ako sa One News. So, it's our English format para siyang ANC ng TV5. So, yun. Years in the business, going on. I started in 96. So, more than 2 decades in the industry. I started out as a radio writer for a radio station, RT FM, and then TV5, ABC5 na. And then nag-ANC for a while bilang reporter. Okay. Tapos naging senior reporter, naging naging producer, and then ngayon dito sa One News na 2 years ng in existence ako ay editorial consultant or head, and I produce a couple of shows, and at the same time I anchor and do reports for the station.
For second question naman po, ano po yung mga pwede yung i-share po sa mga estudyanteng papasukin or tatahakin yung media industry?
Ano ang payo? Ano mapapayo sa mga bata? Kung media yung papasukin, kasi marami namang aspect, diba? So, pwedeng mag-online, pwedeng mag-TV talaga, or pwedeng mag-radio, or iba pang mga platforms ng media. Ang pinaka-basic dapat yung maging training, yung nose for news, meaning kahit na maging PA ka lang, hindi ko dapat nga ilang kahit maging PA ka, maging writer ka, maging producer or tech person ka, kung papasok ka sa media, you should have this strong sense of news, or saka sana meron kang parang daily knowledge ng news para talagang maserve mo yung public. Kasi you're here not just because gusto mo pumunta sa industriya, kundi yung duty mo to inform the people. So, yun.
At paano naman po kayo nag-work as a team?
As a team. Okay. So, two answers. Nung member pa ako ng team bilang reporter, so it comprises nagko-comprise yun ng ako as the team leader reporter. Tapos may cameraman ako at may audioman ako. So that's the team na paglalabas. So that's easy to manage because tatlo lang kayo usually. Tapos so kapag meron kayong storya, you can easily discuss it sa van, papunta sa assignment, diba? Tapos pagbalik mo ng office, may coordination lang kayo kung ano yung kuha niya, kung ano yung magandang soundbite, tapos kung ano yung ilalatag mo doon sa newscast. So that's kinda easy. So yung second yung pagiging team leader ng isang production sa news, yon ang madugo. Because you're like the leader of a big team. Big team meaning you have at least 3 writers, at least kapag sa programa, like yung mga programa ko kasi The Chiefs i-google nyo lang ako ano yung The Chiefs, pero isa yun sa mga pinag-uusapan pagdating sa politika na programa. Ano siya, kapag sinabing team ng The Chiefs, aside from the fact that you will handle the anchors, sa amin we have 4 anchors, you will also manage 2 teams. The editorial team meaning 3 to 4 writers. Tapos you will manage the production side, which is like more than 15 people. So ganun kalaki yan. So more than 20 people na sa'yo. So you'll manage yung mga anchors para alam nila kung ano yung mangyayari sa show. Tapos you will handle the editorial team para alam mo kung ano yung dapat itanong dun sa mga magiging guests. It's a talk show. Tapos, yung production, para hindi sila magkamali. Like, yung ilaw mali, yung likodan, kasi we have a moving screen. So, kapag nakita yon, kapag ka nagkamali rin yon, so parang dapat ima-manage mo lahat yun. So, it's the production and the editorial side all together. So, yun. Mahirap. So, talagang usually, malalagay ka naman doon sa posisyon na yon after years of being in the industry.
So, syempre po, meron po kayong mga struggles na kinakaharap from day to day. Pwede po ba namin malaman kung ano yung mga struggles na na-encounter niyo sa pang-araw-araw?
Pang-araw-araw as a production team na or as a reporter? Ako, production team, every day, ang struggle namin ay guesting. Guesting. No? Kasi it's so hard to get VIPs to come in here, to come in as our guest. Although ngayon medyo mas madali na because they know the show already. Aside, as opposed to yung dati, yung nagsa-start kami, I mean, kailangan pang magpakilala. Pero ngayon, they know what the Chiefs is. So, pupunta sila. Pag sinabing the Chiefs, they'll come in. Ano. So, ang struggle doon is to be balanced about the whole conversation. It's a conversation show. Pag minsan lalabas yung leaning or biases. Or kaya, dahil ikaw ay reporter, inquisitive ka. Kailangan mo itanong nung anchor sa kanila kung ano yung hard questions. Tapos bilang sasabihin ng mga netizen, ang bias ng tanong. No, but we really just have to ask it. Diba? Kung hindi naman, you're being remiss of your job as a journalist kung hindi mo tatanungin. Porket hard question. So yun, I think that's really hard. Tapos hard yung pagkatapos ng taping, may nasabing hindi maganda yung ano, or may nasabi siyang parang nadulas siya. Gusto niya ipa-edit out. But we don't do that. Editorially, my decision is no cutting. It's tape as live. Kung ano mangyari, yun na yun talaga. Pag mag-edit lang kami kapag talagang national security concern. Like, halimbawa, merong na-reveal na parang sikreto dapat ng seguridad natin. I can cut that off. Pero normal conversation, I don't cut. Parang kay Jiggy Maninkan. Parang sinasabi ni Jiggy na hindi daw niya sinabi yung ganitong bagay sa show na The Chiefs. Pero actually, he did say it. It was taped as live and he didn't even edit it. So, yun. In-example ko talaga si Jiggy.
I'm a news producer here at One News.
So, ilang years na po kayo nakatrabaho sa media or news industry?
English ba to or
Pwedeng Taglish.
Taglish? Oh, I see. I've been here for a year and a half dito sa One News. Nagsimula ako as an interview producer and now I'm a news producer. So I write the scripts and I research the stories. And when we have live events or mga kapag dumating si Duterte, yun, ako yung nagbubuton, ako yung naglalabas dun sa screen.
Ano naman po yung pwede niyo pong ibahagi sa mga estudyante yung nais na pumasok sa media or news industry?
News industry. Actually, dun sa batch namin, marami dun sa batch ko, hindi nila pinili ang news. Ang nagyari ay nagpumunta sa advertising. Kasi ang news, palagay ko is a calling talaga eh. Hindi ikaw yung hindi mo pinipili ang news ang pumipili sa'yo. Kasi to be honest, very, very challenging yung job. At kung gusto mo talaga yung, if you find the adrenaline rush sa mga bagay-bagay just to understand these things and taking in information, pati ang bilis kasi ng turnover ng news eh. Nasa news alerts ako, so yun yung challenge namin. Kapag dumating yung balita, kailangan namin ilabas as accurately and as in the best way that we can. So sa akin lang yung advice ko dun sa mga, siguro kasi naging student din naman ako not too long ago, yun, let the news calling come to you. Yun.
Takten alla fullfest hela dagen. Mjöl från livets grottekvarn. Fullfest hela dagen.